Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build, sort of. It's actually a speed renovation. I was sort of thinking, what can I do differently? Rather than just a normal speed build. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try a renovation. So I was looking through houses on the gallery. I was originally going to try and just do one from the from one of the worlds, but I thought, nah, this is real boring. I want to do something exciting and make it even more exciting. So I was looking through the usual suspects on the gallery, the Sim Supply, Simified, Krill Sims, all those sort of people, all the really good builders. And I was looking at Deligracy's page, and I saw wooden glass, and I actually remember seeing the house built a little while ago on her channel. And I thought, you know what, I can sort of expand this, and I ended up tripling the size of the house. You can already see here that I've sort of tripled the size of the house essentially already, and that's pretty much what I did. Really, it's just massive. The actual wooden glass house itself didn't change a whole lot on the outside. Actually, it's almost identical on the outside. I just sort of brought the style into the other buildings and turned it from like one little tiny building to an entire compound of buildings. And on the inside, it's changed completely as well. So, yeah, it still counts as a renovation. I think the house actually turned out quite nice. It is an expensive house, so if your Sims are not sort of ridiculously well off, they're not going to be able to afford this house. I think the number I saw was about 263,000 simoleons-ish, or thereabouts, something like that, some ridiculous number like that. So, your Sims probably aren't going to afford this unless just motherload. That's the best cheat in the world, isn't it? Everybody's used that. I don't know how many people play The Sims 4 legit, or any Sims game legit. I've never played a Sims game legit, to be perfectly honest. I mean, unless I'm doing videos or whatever, I never play the game legit. I'm just sort of, yes, money, yes, thank you, please, I'll take that. Easy. It's just easier that way, otherwise it's boring, and you can't get as much of the cool stuff. And honestly, all the cool stuff is expensive, so you need the money to get it. So cheating is best! Always cheat, kids. I'm kidding. Don't cheat, kids. Don't cheat, kids. What? That's the same thing. Anyway, shut up, Brayden. Right, yeah, so the house ended up being a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. So the original building on the bottom floor was the living room, a little sitting area with sort of like an indoor fountain pool thing, pond, whatever the hell you want to call it, a dining room and a little study nook. So lots on that first floor, and then the second floor of that was entirely devoted to the massive kitchen. And then that building that you see me work on now, or was working on where I put in the red door. Nice red doors, by the way. I know they're sort of different to everything else that's on the house, but I like them. They stand out. They're funky. What word does Deli use, since this is her house originally? Funky? Did she say funky? Or groovy? Goopy? I don't know. I don't know words. I don't know. There's probably not anything at all. But anyway, yeah, that building has, on the bottom floor, 2 bedrooms and the main bathroom. So you get 2 double bedrooms. And then the top floor is like entirely the master bedroom and ensuite bathroom. And then over on the right, you have sort of like a rumpus room with a giant-ass television and a bar and stuff. And it's fun. Lots of gardens on the top as well, so all the top roofs have little gardens on them, so you're not wasting any space. You can go up on all the roofs. There's no fences, so, if you've got little kids or whatever, don't go up there. But, Sims 4 doesn't have toddlers. Yeah. You thought the cheap shot was... Yeah, Brayden, use English. You thought the cheap shots at the Sims 4 were done, didn't you? No, it's never going to be done. It's too much of an easy target. I can always take cheap shots at the Sims 4. Anyway, yeah, so the house took about 3 hours to build-ish, probably. I don't know. I keep saying ish. I never sound like I'm certain with anything, mostly because I'm not certain with anything. I think it was about 3 hours. I don't know if the build is sped up too much. I'm pretty sure you can still see what's going on. It's a little bit jittery sometimes, but for the most part, you can see what's going on, and that's really what matters. And to be honest, the video is already going to be about 33 minutes long-ish, so... any more than that, and I feel like it's not particularly watchable. I mean, I know I do the City Skylines videos, which are 45, 50 minutes long, but that's sort of different. Like, those Skylines videos are something you can put on in the background while you're doing something else and just listen. These are like actually watching build the house, so it's a little bit different. I also matched the little shelving the little bits of shelving that Deli did on the front. I also figured out that they were sort of not quite even, so she'd actually individually gone and placed each one of the shelves to be in between the other ones on the other side. Who has that level of dedication? I don't have that level of dedication. I had to force myself to do it just for those 10 seconds that I did it. So, kudos to Deli for having that sort of enthusiasm towards it. I wish I had that sort of enthusiasm towards literally anything. Like getting up out of this seat right now. Not gonna happen. I mean, I'm recording, but if there was a fire out there right now, I wouldn't move. I'd just blow at it and it would go out. Put it out with my mind. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yes, trees out the front. This is what these videos are like. How do they... These videos start off fine, and then they just go downhill really quickly. Why? Because I make them, to be perfectly honest, but it's cool. Yeah, doing the landscaping first. I did this sort of landscaping on the outside first, just trees and all that. And then once the house was done, I came back on the inside and did all the landscaping for that. Because on the inside of the house, there's sort of... There's like decks and everything that you walk around to the different buildings. And then on the inside, there's just closed-in spaces. So I did nice gardens in there. I did them last. And there's also a pool, too. So if your Sims want to go for a bit of a dip, they can do that. But this is the first part of the house. This is the original wooden glass house. Placed almost perfectly dead center there. Actually, it is pretty... Is that dead center? It looks dead center. So the stairs go up. You get 2 stairs, 2 double wide stairs, whatever. What am I saying? I don't know. Also, I've just continuously used those little roof framing thingamabobs since I found them. I had no idea they were there. And since I found them, they've just been overused so much, but that's okay because I like them. They look good. I've always been looking for something that at least can frame the roofs, because in The Sims 3 you had CFE, so you could end up with a nice framed roof by just sort of shrinking it down really nice, and you'd get a nice sort of square look. Those give you the same thing. It's not quite the same, so you can't get the same look, but I think they look quite good anyway. On the inside of the house, it's actually a little bit different to the outside of the house. It is somewhat of a mismatch house, I think. You get sort of a mix of a bunch of styles. You get very industrial New York loft styling, I suppose, in parts of it, and then you get little bits of modern. Like the outside is very modern and contemporary with the, well, wood and glass. I kept the same style throughout all the buildings just because it looked nice and I wanted to keep something of the original. And then the inside, obviously, you get the industrial style, and then you get little bits of modern as well, and then some other more homey feeling things. And it's quite cool. You get in like an older style kitchen. It's sort of like contempo vintage. It's not a thing, but I'm going to roll Contempo Vintage. I've discovered it and created it with my mind. That rug as well, I never really use. But since I used it in the last build, I have started using it now. I keep contradicting myself. I never really use, but I've started using it all the time. I never used to use, but now since I used it in the last build, I have started using it. How do these commentaries go so bad so fast? I don't know. I mean, I know people probably think, God, it's not that difficult, just talk about stuff. To talk about nothing for 33 minutes is quite difficult. Anybody who's ever done it will know. I mean, at least when you're playing the game, you can talk about, you know, what's happening and what decisions you're making. I'm just looking at stuff that's happening in the background. And it's quite difficult to make that to make the commentary around it interesting, at least. I don't know. Anyway, I'll try. I'll try harder. So the bookshelf there, covering over the window. I don't know why I covered the window, but I did. It was a good placement for it, so there you go. I don't actually remember what I did with the little like it's bricks there now, but I don't remember what I ended up doing with that. It's okay. We'll come to that. We'll cross that bridge when we come to that. I wanted to do a little bit of a garden underneath there. Why? I don't know. There's bushes underneath there. Brings a bit of color, makes it pop. Unlike the microphone, because I moved away when I said the pop thing, because I've had a lot of plosives in the videos lately. And that's not what I want. There's a bit of custom content there. I never use custom content because it tends to break my game, and I don't like things breaking my game. But those not chimneys, fireplaces were there just for lols. Just for funsies. Here's a little study nook I was talking about. I love those desks. Since they came in and get to work, I just love using them because they're so cool. I want them. They remind me a little bit of my desk, actually, because my desk is like black frame with, or metal frame. I know those aren't black, but you can get them in black. But a metal frame with a glass top, and I like that. The only thing about having a glass desk is that it collects dust like a mofo. It's ridiculous. I'm just looking at my desks now, and it looks like it hasn't been used in 300 years. Captain Cook could have used this desk, and no one would know. Maybe he did. Ooh, plot twist. But yeah, just putting in a little study there, getting rid of the thing that was there. I think a wall went in next to the stairs, if I am not mistaken. Yes, it did. There's the wall there. And that little wall next to the door gets a window, because why not? I was going to put windows on that, but I decided, no, what? You know what? I'm going to put bricks on that, because bricks are pretty. And a light, so you don't fall down and smash your face on the stairs, which is preferable. Putting in some lights. I don't know why things kept disappearing. There's like, there's chairs missing there. And I don't know why the chairs were missing. It's strange. I also changed up the color of the table because I wanted things a bit darker. I like dark furniture with little bits of... I like to light everything up with the lights and then have like light floors and some light sort of furnishings, and then like the big furnishings I like to have dark so they sort of contrast nice. That's my style. There's a painting on the wall and phone. Go away. People are... Is it anyone important? Nah, it's fine. Right, yeah, this is a little sitting area next to the... I don't know if I put fountains in here. I don't think I put fountains in here. That's probably a good idea that I didn't put fountains in, because anyone sitting there would just get very, you know, damp. You might fall into that, actually. Well, that'd make for lots of lols, as long as it wasn't you who was the one that fell in. Put in a couple of rugs, and there you go. And then a painting over there. Because why not? I don't know. Look, it's sort of like an old-style painting. Ooh, more Captain Cook stuff. The plot thickens. Also, those windows weren't even. Phone, sod off. Yeah, those windows weren't... I should probably put it on silent, shouldn't I? Those windows weren't even. And I don't know why. That's an oversight. They were like 2 window, 2 window, 2 window, 1 window on the right. Where it should have been 2 window, 2 window, 3 single windows in the middle, which is what I did. Because symmetricality is sexy. Or something. I don't know. I was going to go for a modern kitchen, then I decided... Yeah, no, it's just going to look stupid if I go for a modern kitchen. I wanted to get the little hints of orange in there, but there was no matching cupboards. Or there were no matching cupboards. There was no matching cupboard, or there were no matching cupboard. Yeah, were for the plural. Yes, Braydoz. Jesus Christ. That's like year 2 English. How the hell do I not know that? I do know that. It's just taking me time. Anyway, yes, the kitchen, like I said, it's an older style kitchen. It's sort of traditional, but modern all at the same time. Or something. I don't know. I try to sound really professional when I do these, but honestly, I just fail so hard. I try so hard and fail even harder. I'm so sorry. I've let you guys down. There's a microwave and a plant and another plant and a coffee maker. I don't drink coffee, but for those of you who do, there you go. It's a thing to make coffee with. Range hood and moving the lights around. Those little bits of wood paneling on the wall I like. That brings a nice modern feel to the older style because you got the bricks and the wood. And then... Yeah, it looks good. The sort of modern paneling on the wall. I like it. There's some bricking again, or something. Bricking? Yeah, bricking it. Bricking it! That's a series. Node cubed, I think. Yeah. And bring a little bit of red in with the plants there, and of course the chairs, or stools, or whatever the hell you want to call them. That railing didn't really fit, so I replaced it with a nice metal one. Nice cold hard steel. Man steel. Or something. Man of steel. Ooh. Zack Snyder movie. Superman. Batman vs. Superman comes out at the end of the year. Oh, wait, is that next year? It was 2016. Why am I talking about movies? I don't know. Rug! It's a rug. I don't know. God, these things get so weird so quickly and I don't know how. Anyway. There's a rug. It's there. It's just there. And then it wasn't because I realized it looked stupid. And there's some plants and... I know there are rugs. There you go. Wait, do they stay? Yeah, they stay. I think they stay. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, moving across to the other buildings now, I think. If I can stop moving the camera around so much. This, like, the way it looks for me is different to how it looks for you, because I'm currently rendering another video at the same time, so the footage is a little bit jumpy. It'll render out nice and smooth, though. Smooth? Oh, God, Brayden, use real English. I swear I'm not an idiot. I was like a grade A student in school. I don't know how... And I speak perfectly, like the thing is I do speak perfectly clear whenever I'm talking to someone in real life. But as soon as the microphone goes on, I become an imbecile. And I don't know how. I don't understand. Like English in school, always A's. Maths in school, always A's. Or B's, because I hated it a little bit. And then everything else, I was always good. I was always good in school, I swear. But then I sound like an idiot when the microphone goes on and I don't get it. But yeah, these things happen. This is the top floor. This is the... Don't bump the microphone, Brayden. This is the top floor and the master bedroom. It's a bit dark. You might want to lighten it up if you want with some lighter colors. But I like the sort of dark, masculine style. I don't know. You might not like it if you don't like masculine things, which is half the population, because... half the population, more than half the population of... But then some of the females would like masculine things. So it probably works out to about half the population. So there you go. I'm talking about such uninteresting things. That's the little ensuite in there with the separated wall. It's not completely closed off, but it sort of is. It brings a nice style to everything, which I like. God, I'm weird. Yes, and the bed goes over there. I actually extended the ensuite a little bit. It actually goes out further towards the windows because there just wasn't enough room in there. So I made it a little bit bigger. Nice wood paneling on the walls. Like I said, if you want to lighten this up with some lighter colors, you can feel free to do that. The house will be on the gallery. I don't know what it will be called. It will probably be called Wooden Glass V2 Renovation or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be called. You'll find it on there. Just you can search my. Wait, what the hell is my name on the gallery? I don't know what my name is on the... I think it might just be Braydoz. God, I hate that username. Just for any of you... I know I've gone through this before, but for any of you who are watching this video newly, the Braydoz is not something I wanted. That was just my old username, and then I couldn't change the URL when I started the channel or something. Because I think I changed the URL once before, and I don't know why. But it just... Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad thing. Anyway, let's move on. The ensuite bathroom... I actually spent a fair bit of time on this top floor on the bathroom and the bedroom. I don't know why. I was trying to figure out the placement. Because it's a small space, I was sort of thinking, how do I fit basins and showers and toilets and baths in here? And then I thought, wait, it's just an ensuite. They can probably get away with just a bath. I mean, I would personally, in my ensuite, prefer... I know I hit the microphone. Prefer just a shower, but this is Sims, and baths are cooler. Especially that bath. I like the black bath with a sort of... copper style fittings. It's nice. And there's a floating mirror there, and I'm not sure if I kept that framey thingamabob or not. I don't know if I kept that framey thingamabob or not. The big metal thing. I don't know what you call that. Like a pillar support? No, I don't think I did, because I think I ended up putting the basins there, and then the bath went over on the right-hand side. Yep, there it is. That's pretty much the final placement. Then there's a toilet over in the left-hand corner, and a plant protecting you from, I don't know, STIs? No, what are they calling it? ST? Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. The bathroom's pretty much done. And there's a hand washer thing, and a painting, and... It is genuinely hard just to talk about nothing. I know I've said that before, but man... It gets difficult after a while. I mean, the first sort of, I don't know, 15 minutes are not too bad. You can sort of talk about what's happening with the house. Then it gets a little bit repetitive. I don't know. I've done this enough times that I should know what to do, but how many houses have I built? I mean, I've built plenty of houses, but how many houses have I built? I think I did 17 in The Sims 3, and this is... I can actually check. Let's see. I know I did 17 in The Sims 3. And then in The Sims 4, I have done 12. 13. Including this one. 13 including this one. So 30. There you go. 30 build. This is my 30th build. 30th anniversary. Wonderful. Anyway, yes. I'm getting so off topic. That top room thing is done. The top master bedroom. Moving down to the other bedrooms. And there's a rug there. This is a lot more... How would I put it? The style of it. This is a lot more IKEA-ish, this room. I feel like it's IKEA-ish. IKEA-ish. It's not a word. IKEA. Oh, I could go for a... No, I don't like quiche. What am I talking about? Quiche. I don't know. But yeah, it feels a lot more IKEA. It's just sort of clean and clinical and not so... oh, God, voice don't own me now. Yeah, it's sort of cleaner and more... contemporary rather than sort of older and traditional style, which is nice. It's a nice change. And like I said before, earlier in the video, this house is somewhat of a mismatch. It's just a little bit of everything everywhere. Which isn't bad, because, I mean, in a real house, not every room is going to be the same style. Every person in the house wants, like, their own style for their room. Everybody has a different style, and everybody wants their room to be their style. Like, my room is a different style to the other people's rooms in the house. So, that's kind of what you would expect. To be perfectly honest. There's a painting on the wall there. A couple of different paintings, actually. I like those two. They sort of go together nicely. And if you sort of offset them a little bit, they look cool. I like them. Jumping back upstairs for some reason. I don't know why. But moving on to another bedroom. And this one ended up being... This would probably be twin girl bedrooms. I would imagine. This would definitely be twin girl bedroom. Or just sisters' bedrooms. I don't know. They don't have to be twins. I don't discriminate, whatever. There's it's white with sort of bluish turquoise accents. It's bluey green, as you can see. And I quite like that style. It's nice. I mean, I wouldn't want it as my room because I'm a dude, but still. Right, not because I'm a dude, because that's not my style. I mean, if you're a dude and you like this, go for it. Everybody has their own style. That's great. And there's a blue pot plant and blue lamps. That's the word I was looking for. And there's some little bunnies over there, and yeah, and that's nice. These rooms didn't take anywhere near as long, just because they were sort of less finicky, I suppose. Actually, most of the time upstairs was spent on that bathroom. I spent a ridiculous amount of time on that bathroom, didn't I? Wow, that's not being efficient at all. From someone who, like, prides himself on being as efficient as possible, that was not efficient. Like, my editing process for all these videos is so streamlined. Like, when I started making videos... When did I start? 1st of March last year. Oh, God, Sims 4 has been out for how long now? 9 months! Bloody hell, it's the 1st of June when I'm recording this, so it'll probably be the 2nd of June for me when it goes up. But still, the 1st of June for most of you if you're in, like, the United States. And the UK, which I think most of you are. What was I saying? Yes, editing process. Like, when I started making videos, they took me... How long did they take to make? Or to edit? Like, I would record for the average amount of time, and then to edit, it would take me like 45, 50 minutes just to cut together like a usual sort of Let's Play. Which is not particularly efficient, so... Now, if I want to edit that same sort of video, it will take me like 10-15 minutes to edit, because everything is sort of preset. I've streamlined my process ridiculously, because I have all the settings that I want as presets. Like, if I want to place something particularly anywhere, like if I want to place a particular video, like take the outro for instance, the little preview video of one of the recent videos, that I don't have to do that placement every time. I just click on the placement in Sony Vegas, the track motion thing. I've never actually figured out what that was called, but it's the track motion thing, and then I just click on that, and then I can just like I can just place it wherever I want, to be perfectly honest. That's what I can do. So yeah, I can actually do that right now. Boom, there we go. You guys won't see it because that's not how it'll be rendered, but I can just move it wherever I want, and that pretty much works the same for everything else, so I can edit things super quickly. Aside from the odd random video that I do, which requires jump cuts and like heavy editing, these videos don't take a whole lot of time to edit. I mean, I take longer to edit them. I don't just sort of cut them together and render them. I do watch them back and make sure everything's proper once they're sort of cut together, but the actual cutting together doesn't take very, very long at all, because I've streamlined it. I've used that word too much. Let's move on. Most of the house is done now, actually, which is nice, just doing the top levels. There's a bit of seating upstairs, so if your Sims want to sit down and watch the sunset from the roof, they can do that. There's a bit of a table over this side as well, so if you want to sit down and have dinner whilst watching that same sunset while the other people on the other side of the roof do something else, you can do that. God, that's a confusing sentence. This room here is the sort of rumpus room. It's like a sports rumpus room, I suppose, because, I mean, I say it's a sports room because there's a massive-ass flat-screen television on the end of the room up there where the pool is. I was actually going to make this an indoor pool, and I realized that was a ludicrous idea, and I'm an idiot for doing it, and got rid of it. Ludicrous. I've never used that word in a sentence before, I don't think. A ludicrous idea. I mean, I've said ludicrous, but usually just in relation to the rapper. I've never actually said ludicrous before. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was going to be a little indoor pool with some fountains and such, and like I said, it was a ludicrous idea. The word I was looking for was idiotic, but yeah, it's fine. And it ended up, like I said, being a sports room, which is fun. I spent too much time working on these lights as well. I tend to spend too much time working on the little things that aren't important, and then not enough time working on the things that are. But that's okay. Better that than something. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, yes, getting rid of the windows on the end. I paused here to get some food, if you're wondering. I don't know what I got. I think I got a giant packet of barbecue chips, from memory. Yep, the packet of barbecue chips is still sitting on my desk. I should probably get rid of that. Whoopsie daisies. There you go. It's in the bin. I got a bin next to my desk, which is overflowing. God, I'm lazy. Yeah, as you can see, massive screen. I wasn't lying about a giant TV on the wall, was I? And then some wine bottles, because, I mean, what do you do when you watch footy? You drink. I mean, I don't drink because alcohol tastes like ass, but still. Yeah, some things and other things and some plants next to the door and a bar, of course, so your Sims can get even more drunk if the wine on the television cabinet isn't enough for them. And then up the back, you know, if you wanna have a bit of a read about the sport you're watching at halftime, there's a little bit of a reading nook at the back with a nice little whatchamacallit, bookshelf. That's the word. And yeah, that's quite nice. And that pretty much does the build for the inside, at least. And now we work on the outside, the landscaping, which I also took too much time on. Also, it's ludicrously hot. Yeah, I'm using that word again. Oh, in my room because I have the heater on. It is now off. And what the hell was that? No, I heard like a squeaking noise. It sounded like the on-off noise of an Xbox 360, but I think it was my desk. Strange. Anyway, yes, pool. Big pool. There's actually 2 pools. They're not connected, but they can be if you want them to be or something. I don't know. Yes, the pools are fun and stuff and things, and there's a bunch of rocks. Too many rocks, probably, but, you know, I know you can never have too many rocks, except for the Rock, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He's a pain in the ass. I hate him. And yeah, things and all that. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't have much else to talk about at this point. I'm just sort of waiting for the screenshots, because the screenshots are what sort of saved me at this point. I haven't done like a really, really long house build in a long time, so I don't know what to do. I realize I've spent most of this video complaining about how hard it is to do. Maybe that's what I should just do all the time. Oh no, but then if I don't complain, then I don't have... That's a difficult one, that one, isn't it? I'm not going to go into depth with it. No, the last build I did was 30 minutes long. Then again, at this point, I would have had the screenshots already. So that extra couple of minutes... would I? Yeah, no, I would have had the screenshots already at this point. So, this extra couple of minutes do make a difference to my sanity. Which I have none of, by the way. Yeah, just place it in plants and things, and then some railings for the pool, and then some stairs so you can actually get down to the pool, which is quite handy. I found anyway, in my experience. And some sitting areas and lamps and all that sort of stuff. And then lighting, lots of lighting so your Sims don't fall over and hurt themselves, which is preferable. Helps lawsuits that way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just this last area to do. Rocks, sizing up the rocks because they look quite nice. I like that style of garden. It's sort of the desert style with the palm leaves and the spiky plants and the rocks and the palm trees and all that. Looks nice. I like it. It's perfect for this this world as well. Oasis, is it Oasis Springs? Oasis Landing's the one from Into the Future, isn't it? Yeah, this is Oasis Springs. And that pretty much does the video. Now for the screenshots. I'm saved by the screenshots. The house actually turned out really nicely. I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. Looks very nice. Lots of size, lots of space. That's a nice shot there of the whole thing with someone photo bombing. Get out of it, bruh. Anyway, yes, here's the entrance. This is where you can choose to walk to. You can either go to the main part of the house, or you can go off to the sort of rumpus room on the right there. And that door right down the back is all the bedrooms and the living quarters. Inside the main house here, you can see the dining room, your sitting area on the left. On the right there, you've got your study and your television area, little sitting area next to the pool, which is nice. It might be cooler in there because of the water in the summer. Getting plenty of light through. These shots were taken in the afternoon as well, so it was a little bit darker. That's why, because it was in the afternoon. Not all the light was coming through. There's a little television area, so your Sims can watch some television. But I don't think with a house like this, you'll want to be inside all the time. You want to be like outside, getting the most of the niceness of the house or something. Then again, you want to be in the house. You can't appreciate the house if you're not in the house. Fair enough. Study there. You can see the pool on the left. I like how the pool comes right up to the windows, so you look right down from the windows and the pool's there. And one last wide shot at the bottom, then upstairs. You can see down from the top. And the kitchen with those red stools there as well. Looks quite nice. You got good views from up here as well. All the second level places have fantastic views. So you can get the most of the outdoors. Views are nice. You can't beat a good view. It just takes your breath away. There is a nice shot here as well over on the other building. Where there's sort of like sun coming through the trees and you get the lens flare. It's quite nice. The pool on the left there, and coming into the living quarters. That building is the living quarters there. The pool quite long. You could do some nice laps in that pool, and then the other one's sort of the play pool where you just have a bit of fun. You could definitely do some good laps in that other pool actually. Quite nice. There you go. That's the living quarters there. And you can sort of... You can do whatever you want. I've also just realized that the only way to get up to the master bedroom is from the rumpus room. Ah, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's a slight bit of an oversight. How did I not realize that until now? Doesn't matter. It's not really that important. Here's the IKEA-ish bedroom, if you want to call it that. It's quite nice. Again, that paneling. I do like that paneling. It's sort of nice and clean and modern. It always looks nice. Here's the twin girls' bedroom or sister's bedroom or whatever the hell you'd want. You can do whatever you want with it. That's just the purpose it was designed for. I like that light shade as well. Sort of, it's nice. It looks quite nice. Sort of brings out the something. I don't know. I like the pops of blue. I don't really know what I'm talking about with all this stuff. I just know that it looks nice and hopefully you like it too. Oh god, I'm good. Yes, here's the bathroom. I don't know why I put blinds. This is the only room in the house that I put blinds in. And I don't know why. I like the concrete floors. I've always liked concrete floors in bathrooms with the nice wood on the walls, and you've got the paneling on the back wall as well. There's the walk-through area there, so you can go around to the rumpus room if you so wish. Nice shot there. Looking through to the main part of the house, into the rumpus room, with the giant television on the back wall there, little reading nook underneath the stairs. I like that. I've always liked little areas under the stairs. They feel cozy. They feel cozy. Although I'm sure Harry Potter would disagree. He'd probably have a different word for it. Sorry, Harry. Anyway, yeah, there's the giant television, and you got plenty of space there to watch the game or whatever game you watch. Better be rugby league, otherwise I hate you forever. I'm kidding. Yep. Then you can look up or look. What am I saying? I don't know. Red door funness. Here's the over the top walkway thing to get to the master bedroom. Here's one of the top sitting areas, so you can sit and watch the view. There's the shot I was talking. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty shot? The sun coming through the trees. Beautiful. And you can see from here over to the master bedroom, which we will be heading to momentarily. Through the walkway again. Glass there on the left-hand side, so you can sort of keep the rain out on one side and then let the air out. Or let the air in on the other side. There's the master bedroom area. The entire top floor devoted to that, of course. And you've got that little overhang there to keep a lot of the heat out in the summer, even though there's no summer in this game. In real life, that's what it would be designed for. Little sitting area outside. Plenty of lighting to keep everything bright so you don't fall off the roof. There's the entrance to the master bedroom there. A little bit cramped, but that's okay. It's okay. It's not that important. You can move over to the expansive area. There you go. You got your nice master bedroom there with your sitting areas and your... pretty much everything. Everything you could want is right here in the master bedroom. And it looks quite nice. Turns out very nice. You've got nice views from all the windows there, of course, because you're up nice and high, perched above the world, and you can see everything from up there. And just into the master bathroom now. Or just outside of the master bathroom. Then into the master bathroom, or the master ensuite. And yeah. Looking quite nice, but I'm going to wrap this video up. Deligracy, if you watched this, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you think I did a good job with the house. If not, well, you know, sorry. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. And until then, as always, stay awesome.
Everybody.